What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joey, and in today's video we're going to be talking about transitioning from Christmas decor up until winter. And so a lot of times it can get very confusing to kind of figure out how to decorate our homes, and I've actually been challenged by that so many times after Christmas, because after you take down the decor, it just feels a little sad, a little sometimes depressing even, because you're so used to having so much of those colors maybe coming into your home, or just having those Christmas vibes. So we're going to be talking about how to transition into winter, what are some tips and tricks that I use, and also it can also be really good to kind of transition into winter and think about starting like with a blank slate, and so that's also helpful because oftentimes getting rid of the Christmas decor can also be very satisfying. So we're going to keep talking about this in the video. Alright guys, so pretty much what we're going to do today is that we are going to be taking down this Christmas tree right here. I think it's time to do away with this one. The one in my living room, my husband wants to hold off to it a few more days, so I'm just gonna pretty much respect that. But in the meantime, I am gonna take down this one. As you see here, this is pretty much what I did to this area. So I'm going to leave it as is. And something that I do want to kind of talk about in the video is greenery. Now, greenery like this, you can use for the winter season. And so I've had this for Christmas season. I do want to leave it at least up until late February to early March when I transition into spring decor, as it still looks great. It looks amazing. This actually was greenery from Walmart. I do have two different types of stems in here. You all did notice a difference. I kind of put them together because I didn't have enough of these, but you can use this greenery, and so that's something that I'm going to be doing, or that I have done around my home. So let me explain to you guys a little bit about how I had put this tree inside this planter. So I use a lot of these pieces to kind of surround it on the side, so that way there would be a little movement, as you all saw me when I kind of took them out. And I did use these smaller pieces inside to kind of take hold of that long stem that the tree typically has, and so that way it wouldn't wiggle, it wouldn't move. And then what I did here was that I put it inside this actual vase. So, and this is just a piece of plastic that I typically use to, like a tarp, to just kind of paint. So I put that around so there will be a little movement. But yeah, that's how I put the tree inside the actual planter. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you guys the way that this tree looks. This olive tree I actually DIY'd myself with stems from Dollar Tree. Now it's not the fullest tree ever, of course, but it does do the job. So I put it inside this planter. I did put it inside a vase, which is what you kind of saw me arranging right now. And then that actually is a garland from Hobby Lobby that I just kind of wrapped in there just to kind of not show all of the areas where I kind of filled in some of those gaps and spaces. But yeah, this is my little olive tree that I DIY'd myself. Now guys, this is a shelf that I have in my dining area. So most of these I'm just gonna leave as is. I am gonna leave that again because you can still use that for winter. And that image was on the calendar, so I just kind of put it inside this frame. This frame is actually from Home Goods, and this vase is from IKEA. This is also from Home Goods, and then this, although the picture doesn't fit, I did have a coupon for Walgreens, I think, to for some print. Just kind of put that in there, and so this is pretty much where the emptiness is right now. So in a bit we'll kind of fill that in. But I do have some of this decor that I do want to use in other areas. And so these actual glasses, I'm gonna put, I think, right there in one of those two empty spaces. So we'll do that shortly. And then I have other spots to put these as well. Alright guys, I had to change. I was getting really sweaty in that other t-shirt. This is a lot of work, so definitely do it step by step. Don't rush into it. I have my nephews and nieces coming over tonight at about 6 p.m. to watch the movie, so that's kind of why I'm kind of rushing. Maybe that's why I'm sweating, because I'm in a hurry to kind of finish everything. But I pretty much already kind of did this area right here. You all can kind of tell that tree again. I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna add some twinkle lights to it, but maybe later in another time. But for the most part, this area is done. Alright guys, so I did add these baby spreads on here, so I really like it. I'm digging it. I think it gives a little bit of interest. I'm not sure for how long I'll leave it there, but for now I'm okay with it. Y'all tell me in the comments what you think, if I should leave it, if it should go. Again, I'm just kind of playing around with it at this point, but it doesn't bother me that much. I think it looks better in person than it actually does on camera, but y'all let me know down in the comments what you all think of it. I did want to say, guys, this print is actually the one thing I have ever purchased that was something viral. I didn't even know it was viral when I purchased it for Hobby Lobby, and so I did buy it last year. It was the only one that was left, but I just had to have it, and a few weeks after I bought it, I realized it was the viral piece, and so I didn't know, but I'm proud of myself because I never get to purchase anything that goes viral. So this was the very first thing that I purchased that actually was viral, and I wasn't even aware of it, so that was great. So we're now at at my entryway, if you all can kind of tell where we're at. And so I did kind of just take off the garland that was here. The lamp always stays there. I switched out, I think I had a Merry Christmas kind of sign there, so I took that off and I replaced it with that. And that one is from Hobby Lobby. That typically stays there. I left these candles in these, I think they're actual candle holders, if I'm not mistaken. But I do want to talk about these stems. So these stems, I think I saw a lot of people purchase them during Christmas. They do have the little berries on them, and I thought they were so adorable. I didn't purchase them because I already had quite a few stems for Christmas to work with. But what I did do is that I went to Hobby Lobby when they were 75% off, if I'm not mistaken, which was sometime this week, and I did buy them. So I think they ended up being like $1.50 for each stem, if I'm not mistaken. But I thought that was a great find. So I was really excited about these. I think I bought 4 in total. And so that's one of the cool things about shopping for clearance in Christmas, that you can use these type of stems throughout the winter time as well, and so you can get them very cheap. And so now I have these, and if I ever want to kind of use them for Christmas, if I'm going for neutral decor, then I can use them. Or I can also add some red berries here and there, or some more frosted stems here and there, and that'll give it that Christmas look. But yeah, so that's a great tip. So I just bought these, so I am leaving them in here throughout the winter until I'm ready to change them out for the actual season. Alright guys, so this is the opposite side of my entryway, and so I do have these 2 pictures that pretty much have stayed there all year round, if not mistaken, or half of last year. So I'm gonna keep those there. They are mine and my husband's engagement photos. So we're gonna leave those there. And then I have my Hobby Lobby mirror here, which I love it. It's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. I usually have an olive tree that kind of stands here with a Target planter that's pretty tall, so it makes the olive tree look higher than it actually is, or taller than it actually is. However, I'm not gonna put it just yet, only because I might put it when it gets closer to spring, or who knows, I might change my mind and you all might see it in the next video. So not sure about that, but I did have a little Christmas tree here with a little stand, so I did remove that, and then I did remove the garland that was on top of the mirror with a little red bow on it. So I took that away, and so that pretty much did it to make it look more neutral, less Christmassy. So we're not going to do anything else in this area until maybe in the springtime, but we'll see about that. Okay guys, it is the next day. I actually had to refilm this portion for some reason. My camera was doing some slow motion type of effect and there was no voice. I don't know what happened, but I'm still gonna use this camera. But either way, thank y'all so much for hanging around. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to continue putting out more content. Thank y'all so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the following one.